on that star. We're going to take it and just polish it to a fairly well. Do we love you, Susan? Yes, we do. We love you, Susan. Congratulations on your star. This is Dom DeLuise saying, let's all grab onto a pole and celebrate the star of Susan. Yeah! We love you.
The Rock Hudson Estate honored Susan with a star on the Palm Springs Walk of Stars as a Goodwill ambassador. Most people know the name Susan Stafford as the original hostess on Wheel of Fortune. Susan was raised in the Midwest in a large Irish-Italian family. Following a successful career in modeling and advertising, Susan did wonderful commercials for Sheraton Hotels and Tiffany. Climbing the ladder, she moved on to co-starring roles on television with Robert Young, Raymond Burr, Bill Bixby, Jack Lord, and Police Story with Steve Lawrence. Her life was literally a dream come true for a girl from Kansas City. Susan experienced life on every level imaginable. Her new friends were people who had long been in the limelight. Susan also had her own syndicated radio show interviewing celebrities and a newspaper column in the Los Angeles Times. She was chosen as the original hostess of Wheel of Fortune, and Susan Stafford became a household name. She was the first woman with a microphone and the first to make her own clothing deal. Susan teamed up with Chuck Willery for 7 years as Merv Griffin's Wheel of Fortune became the #1 show on daytime television. When Chuck left the show, Susan continued on for 7 months with Pat Sajak. When Susan felt an important calling to leave the show, her contract time was up and she could leave with dignity.
She decided that she was going to go into hospice work, and at the same time she had met a famous surgeon, cancer surgeon, and so she was going to go down to Texas and work with him in his clinic helping people. And I begged her to stay, but no, she was determined that that was her path, and she left.
You've all been wonderful to me, and I sincerely mean it from my heart. I love you. I really do.
But you see, if you're doing it in the daytime for 7 years and 7 months, and then you're going to get to do it at nighttime, or you're still doing what you don't want to do daytime or nighttime.
Because you didn't want to do it anymore.
Period.
You didn't want to turn those letters anymore?
I'm tired of turning those letters.
Susan worked in the trenches in Calcutta, helping Mother Teresa's nuns care for leprosy patients.
1 million children are waiting. A special report about children with leprosy. Overseas correspondent Susan Stafford, Dr. C. Everett Koop, Surgeon General of the United States.
As a member of the emergency response team with Media Fellowship, Susan was one of the first to help survivors and families following the horrific school shooting in Columbine and then Virginia Tech. Pat's wife, Shirley, was Susan's mentor and taught her so much about life.
She needs an introduction, but let's assume she does. Ruderly.
Hello, my darling friend Susan. I mean, we are game show queens.
We are, aren't we?
We were kind of the original.
And now, please welcome Chaplain Susan Stafford.